Everybody, day 6 of the 7-day reset. We're going live. We're going live for day 6 of the 7-day reset. And this is interesting because day 6 is all about receiving. It's about receiving information, receiving what isn't done, what is done. Hey, if you're coming in, I'm going to be chatting, talking to some people here. We're going to be taking and answering some questions. If you want to go live, I'm going to bring a few people live today, but I need to know, thank you for already getting there. I need to know what it is that you want to talk about if you want to go live. I'm not going to randomly bring you up here. So yeah, hi, hey everybody, how you doing? Tell us where you're from. And also, if you want to go live, just let me know and I'll be bringing people up. So if you got an issue that's on your heart, something you want to say, something you want to talk about, say, I want to go live because of this. And then we can make our decision if that's a reason. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Where are you guys from, by the way? Tell us where you're from. From Boston, Massachusetts. And we're doing our virtual class today. If you haven't registered for it, you can still register. When you register, your $20 fee actually helps us create more videos. That's what we're doing. We make everything accessible to everybody. These little times that we get a chance for you guys to contribute. I know a lot of people want to. This is one of your ways. We don't have an official donation button, so this is one of the ways that you can donate. But more importantly, these classes are super powerful. So if you haven't signed up yet, you can go to our events page and you can sign up. Morning from Chicago, Wicklow, Ireland. Hey, Ireland, Croatia, South Africa. Hey, guys. Super excited to see you here. If you want to go live, let me know if you want to go live. And what we're going to do is we're going to answer some questions. If you have a question wow, this is awesome. From New York. Gosh, awesome. Germany, come on in. San Antonio. We're going to be, again, I like to talk, and I talk about any health issue at all, whether it's mental or physical. They all come back to the same spot, and we're just going to answer questions for you guys. Again, if you want to join us, go in our class today. Our class is super powerful. The more people that come to a class, the more energy you get. That's why you see people that come to our virtual events. They're like one day, and they're like, I can't get up after that day. I'm detoxing, or I have lots of energy. And that's why Santiago, Chile, we are coming there for sure. I'm looking forward to going to see Chile. Never been there. Hi from India. We're also coming to India. We're going to be in stadiums in India, and there's going to be tens of thousands, if not hundreds. Hey, and we've got Vancouver, Washington. I'm from Vancouver, Canada. So everybody, yeah, if you want to go live, tell me what you want to go live for. I want to go live for these reasons. I see 4 requests here. Or 73 requests or something like that. Hey, from England, I want to go live because of a blockage from surgery for breast cancer. You got it. I am taking you live. Let's go live. I'm looking forward to this one. Stay tuned. Let's see what happens. Argentina, Dallas, Texas. Let's see if for some reason, maybe I have to update my app too. I may have to update the app. Oh no, here we go.
Cool, I'm lying in bed.
Hi there. You're lying in bed. There you go. You have to go live. That's how it happens, right?
I'm Nikki.
What's your name?
Let me tell you. Hi.
Hi, Nikki. Sorry, Nikki. I gotta know some other stuff. I gotta know your birthday. I use astrology as a way of
I'm a
humans,
Scorpio, so 17th of November, 71.
17th of November. You're a decision, Capricorn, Scorpio. So you're all about making decisions. So you're actually very active. Where a lot of Scorpios will sit there and not make decisions and not move. But you're the one that goes, I'm making a decision right now.
About the blockage, because obviously a blockage wherever it is affects other things, and normally that's true, but I've been in a bit of a funny place where I've not been able to make decisions, and so I kind of was hoping that you might be able to help. You know, is it all about just going back to this place where I'm blocked, and that's also blocking my brain because I'm not able to make decisions at the moment, which is not me.
So you're a master level Scorpio. So that means, and I don't know the rest of you. Do you know your rising and your moon by any chance? Okay. So you've had this sense of wanting to help the world your whole life since you're a kid, right? Okay. So the reason why you're getting the blockages right now is that you're being called to take a bigger action. So that's the emotional reason for it, and you're trying to figure out where it is. And the breasts are pardon me? Yeah, over nurturing. So basically, it's over nurturing of maybe the ones around you. Does that sound familiar?
I thought of it like
Yeah. So over nurturing of the ones around you is going to cause an area to be blockage, because you have to recognize that, and then it's letting people take their own. So Scorpios, especially at master levels, they care so much. Like my first wife was a Scorpio. I'll tell you what she did for my kids. We lived in Canada, so she would actually take the hair dryer and warm up their socks before school, and then warm up their bed. Sounds like you, right?
My last partner was an alcoholic, and I thought I could even fix that, just because that's what I can do. I'm a fixer, and I think about every little detail, how I can help. But people don't always understand people like that, and kind of it causes problems in different ways as well, when all I'm trying to do is help. But
Yeah. So okay, so the over nurturing means that you're not nurturing yourself.
I've been starting to do have reflexology. Been using my acupressure mat again. Just generally, prodding and poking and tapping and just everything. Face, my.
And now here's the big one. You're doing all the stuff for your body, but you still got something going on. Yeah, so it's over nurturing yourself emotionally. It's nurturing yourself emotionally. It's because so if you think about what disease is dis-ease. Right. The body's not at ease. So if I'm angry, if I'm fearful, like this, and if I have a little bits of anger, a little bits of fear, and I carry that into my day, my body's not at ease, and then I start to habituate that pattern. If I walk around like this all day long, that's why anger and proud. It's like tough. Don't push me. And I'm joking, because I was a 230-pound bodybuilder most of my life, and so it's super important that it's emotional that you have to deal with. Now we'll deal with the physical part. We'll talk about that next. But if we deal with the physical part, I found this, that as a practitioner, the reason I got out of practice is we were, let's say, the best in the world at what we did. And the reason why I say that is that when, like, the Dodgers and the Clippers and the hospitals and the best Lyme doctors in the world were sending patients to us, it's because they couldn't help them. And we were helping them at a 80 to 85% rate. So just by default, we were really good at what we did. But what I started to notice after 10 years is that I knew everything about my patients. I did a 2-hour interview with every single one, and I spent about 20 hours, especially in the first 5 years, with every single person. And a lot of my patients were either professional athletes, celebrities, or doctors themselves. And so I got to learn them on a different level, whereas in most medicine, you see people for 10, 15, 20 minutes, like an hour would be a long time. So I got intimately to understand who they were and what they were. And what I started to notice is that I would take away a problem. Like, let's say they have a big shoulder issue, right shoulder. Okay, so I fix their shoulder, great, and their hip, it's all working and stuff like that. And next thing you know, they're all happy. 2 years later, they come in and they literally broke a femur on the other side. And then, so we get through that, we work that. 2 years later, and they get hit by a car. And then we fix that. 2 years later, they get a disease process. And so what I see is the disease is commensurate with activities. Like, let's say that if people don't believe that they have a higher purpose or higher soul, then this conversation doesn't work. But if I believe I do, then that's my higher self trying to tell me to do something. Yeah. And if I take away your pain, but you don't get the lesson, then the pain comes back at a greater level.
Yeah, I do believe that. Yeah, 100%.
So is it on your right side or left
my
side?
right side.
Your right side. Yeah. So if it's on if it's on your right side, then again, that's over nurturing in the masculine in this world, and that means that masculine is this world. It's the action in this world. And that means that you're under nurturing in the feminine or in the emotional side for yourself.
So what does that mean Like my masculine side, or what I sorry. Yeah.
Masculine is, yeah, it's your doing side.
Right.
Feminine
Okay.
is your receiving side. And so we got that. So let's go on the technical issues. When was, did you have a mastectomy or just a lump removed?
And then they went back in and found some more. There were quite a few. I've kind of blocked it mentally, so I don't know the proper detail. But yeah, there were a few others when they went back in, so a few small ones. So I was lucky. I think it was stage 2, so I was very lucky. And yeah, just had just had the lumps taken out. So yeah, I've still got my breast.
Okay, so let's talk about what a lump is, okay? We get this all the time. We get lumps in the breast, we get lumps in the body, we get lumps in the uterus and the cervix, all kinds of stuff, especially for women. So the way we see the body is fascias and layers, okay? Now, we know scientifically that there's this wrapping of fascia, but we see fascia literally in layers. And we believe that each layer belongs to an organ. And so those, and when I, like if I'm holding an emotion, or if I get an impact, like even like an injury, like smash against the ribs, some of those layers of fascia crush, and then that fluids, like the normal fluids that go through it, don't get through it. So it creates a block. That block is a dam. So like whenever I have a lump of somebody, myself personally, I viscerally move it around. And when people come to me, I open it up. And then in surgery, they're like, don't open it up because cancer is going to spread. And I'm like, no, the cancer it's stopped there, in my opinion. So I'm opening it up, and then that fluid is being dispelled because it can't get fluid. It's stuck. It has to get out. Yeah, it's toxic, and the longer it stays there, the more toxicity that fluid gets.
Which is my worry that, you know, I've always kind of tried to manipulate that area, you know, but now it's always been sort of my underarm is quite.
Okay, is it like
I don't even know if I've shaved my arms. This is how unlive. What am I thinking? So,
okay. Yeah, there you go.
There's the scar. There's another one down here that went across here. And this area is hard under my arm.
Okay, so coming through here is the layer. Now I don't see meridians the way other people do, but heart meridian, and then lung. So heart moves down here and goes this way, and then to the back. Do you have tightness?
Yeah, I'd say a little bit lower down there. Yeah. So kind of almost, it's like a band that sits around my back. And when I keep saying to people, and people think that I, you know, it's just fat and unwork, you know, that I've not been exercising enough. But I can see a massive difference on my side.
Oh, trust me, that's not true. Take it from I got young CrossFit athletes who are in their like 20s, who are CrossFit athletes, who are like at like 8% body fat that have it there. So it's not about exercise. So this is the heart meridian, and it's on your right side. That means that you're giving too much of your heart and not receiving. So again, back to that same issue. Okay, so the things that you can do, first of all, there are some natural things that you can do. One of them that I recommend is castor oil packing. Okay, and you can look that up on the internet, and you take castor oil, you take a linen cloth, and I put frankincense on it. I put it on the actual area itself, and I do that 1 hour a day. And I tested this. I did it. I was doing this for a client, and we did it on a cyst inside the spine. And what we did is we got the spine, the cyst out, and this is 2011. And it was diagnosed. Synovial cyst. She couldn't walk, and literally a month later she was walking. So it just gave me the belief. Now I wasn't able to reproduce it every time, but you know, me, I'm the scientist that I am, and I just said, okay, if it's good for that, I'm going to do it on me. So I put it all over my stomach, and I put on a big heating pad, and I did it every day. And when, holy shit, everything detoxed at once. My kidney stones, I had gallbladder.
About just before Christmas. Yeah, and and still a pain there, and a slight inflammation there as well, which I've never had. So it's good to get out there as well, is it?
Okay, so listen, I'm going to tell you. Okay, in my opinion, here's your solution. Okay, what happens is these things are happening because the fluids can't get through. So it needs a different type of movement. This stretching isn't enough because the layers aren't lateral.
Yeah.
Like our muscles aren't lateral, they all rotate. So fascial maneuvers, there's a series of fascial maneuvers, one called an upper reset, and I'll get you to just message us in the DM, and I'll give you all this stuff. It's called the upper reset, and anybody who's listening to this can do this. And what it is, it's a series of fascial maneuvers, including the stress reset, which focus on the upper, the jaw, all this area to loosen this up.
Oh, which I've, it clicks, gets a funny pain in my ear, and I feel like it's all, wow, you are okay.
Okay, so we'll get to and this will start to open it up, because by the way, this is area here is your large intestine coming through here predominantly. So and this is, so what you're going to do is this upper reset. What it's going to do is it's going to start to move everything around there. What the stress reset or these programs do, even their basic stress reset, it takes your biological stress and reduces it by 75 to 90%. It does it in the first 15 minutes. And when you do that, the 75 to 90%, if you do that every single day for 28 days, your entire biological clock resets. So the 28-day reset is the tool, and not everybody can do this. The 28-day reset because of life and stuff like that right now, but I'll give you the movements to do. And okay, here's some of the things that you're going to want to take. Again, I'll put these in the message to you. Is we're going to get some silica in your body, because the reason why those layers get blocked is because hydration issues. 100% of the time that I found, literally 100% of the time, I found with every fibroid, every cancer, everything that I've ever seen, that I've ever tested myself, this is me, I found there to be chronic dehydration of fascial tissue,
and
even in children.
To hydration, water is part of that hydration.
Well, actually, I get with people that are doing all the right things, so they're drinking the water. Right now, because of the chemicals in our sky that we use for geoengineering, barium, strontium, and aluminum, and the chemicals in our food like glyphosate and stuff like that, it's depleting the body's ability, minerals, and the primary one is depleting is silica. We are basically silica. We are 70% water, 25% silica, and 5% viruses and bacteria. That's really our chemical composition. So when silica is down, we can drink all the water and it just goes through us. So silica is required for all of the minerals to absorb in our body. When the minerals absorb, then that we can start to hold water, which then balances the hormones. So this is why we are so dysregulated, is because in our clinical testing, we found that 88% of our clients between 2014 and 2018 were chronically dehydrated. And then we found out in 2017 and 18 that it was because they were missing silica. And so we added silica to the protocols of roughly 3,000 patients. And we didn't do anything else. We had them on these regular protocols. And every single one of them had improvements. So that's enough for us.
I've just got to take a screenshot just so that I can show everybody that I went live. Just hold on. Brilliant. Absolutely did. So,
and then
and
after we get the silica, we're going to get in diatomaceous earth, and then Irish sea moss, which is really, really powerful. It's the best of all the minerals. And you take those two together. Now for you, because of the situation right now, and you can get our product, we have a thing called Power Kirk. It's an anti-inflammatory. Again, in the DM you send me your details. I'm going to, I'll send you a bottle of Power Kirk for free. I said you can get the diatomaceous earth and Irish sea moss there, and I encourage you to get them in the powder format and the gel format. But if you want, and you want to purchase the other two, Fascial Foundation and Fascial Flow from us, I would get those because they're a concentrated form and they're really acute. But I will send you the Power Kirk for free. And what I want you to do is to start doing the maneuvers and work your way to the 28-day reset. Castor oil pack, I can guarantee you that in the course of 28 days, you're going to have a massive change. But the change isn't only going to be physical. You're a master level Scorpio, so you're here right now at this time and place, should you choose to accept, is to come up and help the world. And the world needs help right now. We're in the largest health crisis in the history of mankind. People don't know it yet. We see it because we see all the requests coming in, but the pandemic did something weird to people. It took and it made, we used to never talk about politics or religion, but now we don't talk about personal health. And I have husbands and wives or children and parents not talking about personal health because of shame now. And so that's the largest epidemic for sure. Okay, so you DM me, just tell them that that they're live. You're live. I'll send you the bottle power card for free. And what we'll do is we will we'll track you if you want to share it with your story and that. I'll be happy to track it and show people, because a lot of people are going to watch.
Thank you so much. Next time I'll dress up though. That's not in bed.
Okay, yeah. Next time dress up and we'll do some maneuvers. Unless you want to do it right now, as long as you've got pasties on, it'll be on the floor. Otherwise we'll get kicked off the air.
Big love from Bristol. Yeah.
Hey, thank you for coming. And by the way, there's a UK group forming. There's classes starting all over the UK. There's a Facebook group. I think it's Human Garage Facebook. And if it's not, inside of our community portal, just search for members around you. There's a UK group starting. They're starting classes in 4 areas in the UK right now.
Thank you. We're aligned, weren't we? This was meant to happen today. Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you so much.
Sure, absolutely.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Okay, nice meeting you. Bye. That was pretty incredible. Yeah, see, this guy's, the body's meant to heal itself, and that was a good story. I really, really like that. Let's see what happened here. Hey, Jay, can you hit Ryan? He asked us to do something in WhatsApp. Yeah, I didn't see what it was. Love to hear about Achilles. I have a tear. Oh yeah, PRP and regenerative procedure. I'm not a fan of PRP for a lot of reasons. Basically, you get your fascia open. The PRP is not necessary. You're putting water in there. You open up your fascia, the water is there, but the water you're getting there when your body does it is H2O3 or H3O2, sorry, which is structured water. When we put PRP, we're putting saline water in there, which is actually, it works 50% of the time. Why? Because some people just don't move and get in there. Get the fascia open up. You can actually DM me and I'll give you some details. Can you put castor oil pack on a recent surgery scar? Absolutely. And take that scar, start moving the tissue around it. The scar is right here. You go like this, move it slowly, just gently. It doesn't have to be pulling, go like this. But if you have surgery and you have a scar, diatomaceous earth, Irish sea moss, and for you, if you really want your skin to be supple and hydrated, take chia seeds. Take a quarter cup of chia seeds, grind them up in a coffee grinder, put it with a quarter cup of diatomaceous earth, put it in your bath, and in there it's going to create this little pasty jelly kind of stuff. It feels like gel. You put it on your face, put it in your hair, and use it as a pack. What the chia seeds is that round stuff around it is an emulsifiant. And what emulsifiants do is they blend oil and water. So when you blend oil and water, water goes right through the oil protective layer in your skin. It goes right into the skin. That's super powerful, super powerful. Silica, I recommend diatomaceous earth as a first source. Silica from horsetail as a second source. But if you have to, silicone dioxide will work. It all works. It's just that the more natural it is, the better your body's going to use it. Where do you get it? Diatomaceous earth you get online. It's food grade. I know that you use it to kill insects in your house and bugs and all that. That's not food grade. The difference between food grade and non-food grade is they heat the non-food grade so that in the non-food grade, it becomes, the diatoms become like crystal shards. So they're sharp and it literally is like glass. So don't take the non-food grade. The food grade, the diatoms are round. So I get people all the time, you're going to brush your teeth with that. It's going to scratch it. And it's like, I'm like, bull. They're round, they're diatoms. You can actually put that stuff on a porcelain stove and move it around. It won't scratch it. That's the whole point. It's stop in around. Okay. Irish sea moss. The Irish sea moss. You know where Irish sea moss came from? Super powerful. It came from the potato family. Go study it. It has 94 of the 102 minerals that your body needs. What we believe and what we found is each one of those minerals is a pathway where water and nutrients go into different areas of the body. So if I have trace minerals and it's got 60 to 70 or 80 minerals, great. But if I add shilajit, it's more. But if I add Irish sea moss, it's even more again. And each pathway is important. And you see Irish sea moss, it'll have mercury in it. You need mercury. You have mercury in your body. You know, it's like But you don't need mercury exogenously taken. You need it in balance with everything else. So when it comes in nature, it's okay. But when it's isolated out, it hurts them. Best source of silica, diatomaceous earth. Thank you very much. Okay, anybody else want to go live? If you want to go live, tell us why. What? Oh, yeah, hold on a second here. Okay, guys, I have actually a call. I just realized that. I thought I was going to be on here longer, having such a good time. What I encourage you to do is go directly to the link in the bio. If you want to join our class today, we will be talking about some of this stuff in our class. We'll be working it out. It's $20 for the class. That class starts in a couple hours, at 3 hours. And it's 12 Eastern. And you can get tickets up to about 30 minutes before. If you're purchasing a ticket, check your inbox and check your spam folder. Looking forward to talking to you guys later. That was a great talk today.